Sorry about that. I don't know what happened to the internet. Let's see, mic check. Good. So basically, this lady wants us to teach some children about Arabonia. They attend Sunday school, so they're fine in regards to regular studies. When I asked how Sunday school is carried out here, traveling priest comes by once a month to hold it. Really can't be thankful enough for all his efforts. When you think about it, the sheer amount of work the church does on such a huge scale really is amazing. Indeed, it's all thanks to the goddess's generosity. Do you have the time to help? If so, I'll call the children over. Yes. Yes, we're ready when they are. Thank you. I meant to say, we want this to be similar to Sunday school, so we'd like just one of you to serve as the teacher. Feel free to pick among yourselves, though keep in mind that Gaius isn't a candidate. Who's the ideal candidate for this, then? I believe each of us would have our own unique things to teach here. That's true. I think it might be best to go with Emma. Actually, I believe that you would be the best candidate for this ring. What? I was thinking the same thing myself, actually. Social standing is pretty important in Arabonia, and there's a broad variety of opinions about it. But you're kind of a special case, Ring. That's true. His unique position allows him to discuss things from a relatively unbiased point of view. But I think you'd be a good choice, Ring. Even taking your position out of the equation, you're almost always the center of our class anyway. 'Cause, you know, you're the main character and everything. Well, I suppose I can't say no if everyone feels that way, can I? Alright then, I'll do it. Thanks. Well, looks like we're ready to begin. Wonderful, I'll gather the children right away. Is that everyone? I don't see Toma anywhere though. Toma's part of the older group in Sunday school, so yeah, he's got work to do too, so he can't come. I see. I was hoping he'd be here too. Let's get started then. I'm so excited. Glad to hear it. I guess I should introduce myself first. I'm Rein Schwarzer. My friends and I came here from Thor's Military Academy. Thor's Military Academy? Huh, you're from the same academy as Gaius then. School's for studying and stuff, right? What do you study there? Well, we get taught all kinds of things, really. There are the basic subjects like history and math, but being a military academy, we also learn the art of combat. That's the same stuff Lakan and everyone else uses to fight monsters, isn't it? That's so cool. I see you've got a boyish side to you after all. Yeah, despite being a little scaredy cat. I am not. Hey now, there's no need for teasing. Hey, how far is the academy from here? How far, in terms of distance? You came here on something called a train, didn't you? Could you tell us how long that trip took? Oh, that makes it a bit easier. In that case, around 8 hours. If we take the transfer times out of the equation, then we were on the train for about 8 hours, I'd say. That's pretty far. Daddy told me that trains are fast, too. So it still took that long even then. It must be super far away then. It really is. Though the fact that we still made it here in a day is pretty amazing. Yeah, it had taken a lot longer by horse. Can I ask something too? Of course. Right, what's the biggest place in Arabonia then? That would be Helmdal, which is our capital city. Helmdal. That's a cool name. Yeah, it sounds strong. Huh, that's a unique way to judge it. How many people live there? Around 800,000. Well, I remember it's around 800,000 people. 800,000? Is that a lot? Seems like they can't comprehend a number that big just yet. Then again, I can't imagine that many people in one place either. You're not the only one. of course you never actually see that many people at once. He seems to be doing just fine. So it seems. A lot of it's common knowledge though. Well, I'm just glad to see them learning something. He's not a bad teacher. If anyone has any further questions, please feel free to ask. Can I ask something then? Of course, what is it? How long ago was Thor's first built? Guys told me all about how it has a long history, but I'd forgotten when exactly it was made. 220. Thor's was founded about 220 years ago, roughly 30 years after the War of the Lions ended. The founder was none other than Emperor Dreichels, a legendary figure in the Empire and even here in the Highlands. Founding the Academy was one of the last things he did before he passed away. That's a long time. I didn't know that Emperor Dreichels was the one who founded it. I know who he is too. He was friends with our ancestors, wasn't he? Yeah, he won the war and became the most important person in Erebonia. Yep, that's how he became the Emperor. Hearing you all talk about him really goes to show how deep his connection with Nord was. So, is there anything else you'd like to know? Me, I have a question. Well, it's almost time for us to finish up for the day. Is there anything else you'd like to know before then? I think I've asked everything. I can't think of anything else either. You two really did ask a lot. Oh yeah! Seems like she's not all out just yet. You talked about them before, but what are nobles? Well, you see, there's been a class system in place within Erebonia for a long time now. What's a class system? Could you give me a few minutes to think? I'm not entirely sure how I should answer this. Can I ask as well now that it's been brought up? Go ahead. I'm not sure if either of them will really understand if you try to explain normally, so could you give us your own thoughts on nobles instead? That might make things easier to understand. That makes giving an answer easier too. Wow, things escalated quickly, didn't they? Indeed. I wonder how he'll answer. This is still a bit tough. I don't think there's really a right or wrong answer, so I'll just have to answer with my heart, I guess. To me... Okay, any choice doesn't matter. Pride. I think nobles are all about taking pride in one's lineage. Oh? Whether the class system is a good thing or not is something I don't feel capable of answering just yet. But I think nobles want to live up to the legacy their predecessors left them. And by trying to do that, they better themselves as individuals. At the very least, I do think that sort of mindset can be a good thing. Of course, that isn't something exclusive to nobles. I see. I think I get what you're trying to say. I'm just rambling now, sorry. No, it's okay. I learned a lot from what you told us. I didn't really get it, but you sounded really cool. Yeah. So that's how he feels. That was a really thoughtful response. One very like him as well. It was. I'm very impressed, to be honest. Regardless, that should be enough for today. Make sure to thank him now, everyone. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Let me give you something to thank you for taking the time to teach the children. I believe that was a very valuable experience for all of them. I hope they got what I was trying to say. It wasn't exactly the easiest subject matter. We could tell you were really enthusiastic though, and I think the kids picked up on that too. She's right, they all seem to have been enjoying themselves. Your answer to that final question was rather impressive as well. Yeah, looks like the kids aren't the only ones who learned something new today. I get so caught up in the details that I couldn't really explain myself properly. But I'm glad you guys think I did okay. You should have some more confidence in yourself. At any rate, here's your compensation for playing teacher today. Thank you, ma'am. Well then, I wish you the best of luck with that field study of yours. May the blessing of the winds and the goddess be with you. Okay, now... Oops. Hey there, I was waiting for you. How in the world did the fence end up like this? Your guess is as good as mine. Seems like it got broken sometime just before noon. Unfortunately, some of the sheep have managed to escape too. I doubt there's any need to worry about monsters getting them because they're surprisingly fast, but would you be able to go out and find them for me? Okay. Gladly. How many sheep managed to escape? 5 of them in total. Based on their hoof prints, it seems like 3 went north and 2 went south. I'd honestly like to go search for them myself, but I need to get the 6 fixed up first. Otherwise, the rest of them will make a break for it as well. Don't worry, we'll take care of them. Shall we begin the search immediately then? That's probably the best idea, especially with how vast the highlands are. We'll need to make some preparations of our own before leaving though. I agree, heading out there with insufficient supplies is foolhardy. Alright then, let's get started once we're ready. These are new weapons. Sturdy leather. Men only. Men only. So I think it's better for the men to have that. Let's see, there's 4 of them, right? Rain, Gaius, Nacius, Husis, Elliot. Let's see, Rain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, possibly? Oh wait, that's all my money. I'll just get 2 then. And then I guess this is the best. Whoops. Whoops. I guess I should buy one for Husis just in case. Okay, let's see. Men. guess these. Okay. Three sheep on the north. Fishing spot, already did that. The one on the west side. Okay. Go do the north one first. I assume the sheep are just listed like that. I don't need to like look up anything.
Yeah.
Here we go. It looks like this one isn't stray too far from the settlement. Yeah. What should we do with it? I'll take my horse and lead the sheep back to the settlement. We should wait until we rounded up all 5 before we take them back. Alright, we'll leave the return trip to you then. Found the first sheep!
Let's get going. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Over there, wait. Is that 3 of them? And all together? No, those are monsters.
Here! My turn! Ha!
It's my turn.
Leave it to me.
I can. It's my turn. We're safe now.
That was unexpected. It really was. This is the second sheep, I think. Right, let's keep searching.
Let's get going. Yeah! Yeah!
There it is. It appears to be safe. That's a relief. This makes 3. We're halfway there now. Let's keep searching. Found the third sheep. um, mm, mm, mm. Okay, now go all the way back.
Yeah! Yeah!
Right, now the south. So leave that one for later, I guess. Alright, there.
Yeah! Yeah!
Found one. I'm surprised it managed to come all the way out here. It's supposed to be a first sheep. One more. And now we go to Zender Gates.
Yeah! Yeah!
mess hall. Guys? Wow, I didn't know you were back. Hey Charles, it's been a while. How are things going with Toma? They're going fine. He took his own settlement with his heart. Hey guys, something wrong? No. I'm gonna ask you something. Go for it. Really? What's Toma's favorite color? Can't say for sure. You're the girl who Toma likes to visit, aren't you? Are you planning on giving him something? That's so. What exactly did you have in mind? Well, I was actually thinking about making him a scarf. That sounds like a good idea. So that's why you wanted to know his favorite color. Could you keep this a secret from him? I want it to be a surprise, so please... Of course, don't worry. You promise you won't tell him. Though the issue of what color to make it still remains. But asking him yourself be out of the question, Gaius. I'm not sure that would be wise. It's not really something we would normally talk about, so it might strike him as odd if I asked out of nowhere. Yeah, I can see him getting suspicious. That's not true for the rest of us, though. We should be able to slip it into a conversation without him catching on. He'll never suspect anything like that. Yeah, that should work. Let's go and ask him then, shall we? Thank you so much. Okay. Get the last sheep.
Let's go. Yeah.
Is that one of them? Yes, that's one that should be looking for. That should be the last of them. Alright. Found all the sheep. And there we go, all fixed up. Everything should be fine now, I hope. Yeah, they won't be able to get out again. Thanks for tracking them all down. I'm sure they're relieved to be back with their buddies. It certainly looks that way. I'm amazed by how well Gaius led them back here. Likewise, it wouldn't have been nearly as simple a task for the rest of us. It's just a matter of experience. Either way, the sheep are safe now. So here, take this as my thanks. Thanks, that's a lot of milk and cheese. Did these come for the sheep? Yep, it's good stuff, so eat up whenever you're feeling hungry. Thank you very much. Okay. Now we talk to Tom. He is... near the north exit. Looking good, Toma. Hello, everyone. Did you need something from me? Oh no, we were just impressed by how hard you're working. You've been going at it since this morning, aren't you tired? Not at all. I'm not quite as strong as Gaius is, but I still have a duty to set a good example for Sheeta and Lily. That's quite a respectable mindset. It must be nice to have a sibling as admirable as yours, Gaius. Thanks. What can I say? I'm proud to be his bro. Hey, it's kind of embarrassing to have that said to your face, isn't it? That aside, I'm sort of curious about those outfits you and the others wear. Are they all handmade? Of course. The fibers used to make them come from our sheep here. And the dyes we use on them mainly come from plants, although we also use certain ores and soils to color them too. Each color has a specific meaning as well. White represents the earth, blue represents the sky, then there's green, which ties it all together, representing the wind and harmony. It's fascinating. Yeah, I didn't realize there was that much meaning behind them. Can I ask which of the 3 colors you like the best? I think I have to go for green myself. The wind's kind of special to us after all. That certainly makes sense. Should have guessed as much. What's wrong? Did I say something weird? Come to think of it, I didn't really give the rest of you a chance to say anything, did I? I'm sorry. No need to worry. You were just answering our questions after all. Well, if you say so. Anyway, we should probably let you get back to work. Indeed, we have our own tasks to get back to as well. Yeah, you're right. Good luck with the rest then, Toma. Thanks, be careful out there.
Yeah!
Oops, wrong way. Whoa, I almost ran right into you there.
Yeah!
Hello? Seems like green's his favorite color. Really? Did he mention why? He said it's because green represents the wind to the people of Nord. Ah, that makes perfect sense then. The wind's as special to them as Idios herself after all. You really care for Toma, don't you? Not... Well, he's an important friend is all. Either way, thank you for asking him. Now, I don't need to waste time worrying about what color to make it. Glad to be of help. I wish you luck with it. Thanks. Oh yeah, I gotta give you guys something in return for helping me out like that. Here, please take this. It's one of our famous dishes here. Thanks. Alright. Now we're going to the lake.
Let's get going. Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah! Yeah!
Just make sure I got all the chests.
Yeah! Whoa! Yeah!
Well, at least we made it as far as the lake. Is he at home? Well, the boat's at the wharf and the garage door is open, so I'd say it's likely. Excellent, we should go see him at once. Elisa... Seems like there's someone inside. I suppose it must be the man we came to see then. Yeah, I bet he just came back from fishing. For a hermit, he doesn't seem to want for much. So, what are we gonna do? After entering the cabin, the type table will dance to evening on the... Let's see. Quest. Oops. Excuse me, is anyone home? It's open, come on in. Elisa? Excuse us then. Hey, it's good to see you again, sir. Well, if it isn't Gaius, haven't seen you around for, what, half a year now? And little Lisa's here too. Why, I don't think I've seen your face in, oh, must be coming up on 5 years now. Wait, what? Could this be... Grandfather, what are you doing here? Well, I guess that's one way to be introduced, but let me give you a proper welcome. Gwen. Okay, well, they spelled it differently. I'm Gwen Rainford, Elisa's favorite granddad. Pleasure to meet you all, Class 7. Honored to meet you, sir. I'm Rain Schwarzer. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Emma Milstein. Husis Alvarez, it's an honor. A promising group of young folks, if ever there was. But you've sure done a lot of growing in the last 5 years, Elisa. You're taller and bigger. It does this old man's heart good to see how easy on the eyes you've become. Ugh. Grandfather, please. But forget about me. What have you been doing out here all this time? Back when you disappeared from war, I never had believed it if someone told me this is where I'd find you. Do you have any idea how worried I've been? Oh, come now. I send you letters a couple times a year, don't I? And of course I read all the ones you give to Sharon, too. Still, have you been here the whole time these past 5 years? Just about. I don't stay year-round, though. I spend about half the year traveling around the continent, seeing friends or visiting the Empire. I see. Mr. Rainford, would you mind if I asked how you know so much about our field study? He does raise an excellent point. It almost seems as though you were expecting us to pay you a visit. Huh, well, it's just a coincidence the truck broke down when it did. But I admit, ever since Irina told me you were coming to the Highlands, I figured I'd see you at some point. You still talk to Mother? Yes, indeed, though just the bare minimum. That girl's zeal for her work borders on unhealthy. What did I ever do to turn her into such a workaholic? Elisa? Anyway, we're all done with our coffee, so let's head on over to the settlement and have a look at the truck. Just wait outside a bit while I go grab my tools. Actually, I caught a few good-sized trout. Can you take them over to the settlement when you go? Of course. So that's the former chairman of the Rainford Group. I know of him by name, but he's a far more light-hearted man than I would have guessed. Indeed, he seems very easygoing. You can say what you really think. You're not gonna hurt my feelings or anything. Everyone loves him because he's all laid back and approachable, but mostly he's just capricious and irresponsible. And then, 5 years ago, he just... Elisa? Never mind. Let's get going. As soon as he's ready, we're heading back to the settlement. Alright. Let's wait for him by the garage. Gaius, should we head back to the settlement? Hey Gaius, you're on pretty good terms with my grandfather then. Something like that. You've only known him for a couple years, but all of us in the settlement owe him a lot. Myself included. Ah. Okay, we're good to go. You mind if I ride with one of you? Grandfather, you aren't driving? Nah, the engine's been acting up a bit lately, so I'd rather not. Besides, how could I pass up a chance to get to know my granddaughter's classmates a little better? Green, right? Got room for one more up there. Why did he have to pick Rain? You better not be giving him any funny ideas. I'm sure that isn't the case. I'd feel a bit more at ease if you focused more on the Rains, though. How's little Sharon doing these days? I heard she recently started working at your dormitory. That's right, I haven't had too much time to get to know her, but she seems really skilled at what she does. Oh, she is, very much so, but more importantly, she's a real cutie. She always has that lovely reserved air, but there's a playful side to her too. I wish she'd sign on as my personal maid. That'd be the life. Yeah. But that Emma girl's really nice too. She's got those glasses, that hair you want her to let... Come on, man. And she's class prize material to boot. There's a smoldering homeroom hut. I don't want to read your lines anymore. Come on, you know you agree with me. Well, I can't really say that I disagree with you, but... if you don't mind my asking, why did you never tell Lisa that you were here? Tell me, Irene. What kind of girl do you see her as? Well, I'd say she's a really hard worker, in a great many respects. Oh, I have no doubt of it. She's good-looking, polite, as well-mannered as any noble's daughter, intelligent, and that all comes naturally to her. It's not some persona she forces on herself. Yeah, I'm amazed at how effortless she makes it all seem. And yet, she has a habit of trying to resolve everything without relying on anyone else for support. I'm sure it hasn't escaped the notice of a canny young man like yourself. It does feel like that sometimes, yeah. She's kind, and her sense of duty compels her to always see things through. But she always keeps everything bottled up, like she never wants to let to anyone that she needs help with a problem. I'm Lisa R for more. It's not like I'm trying to make a big deal out of it or anything. It's just, if everyone knew, it'd make things awkward between us, and I don't want that. I have a feeling the relations between her and her mother and I caused her to end up that way. Or to be more specific, the conflict between the two of us. That's why I didn't tell her where it was. But I'll leave it up to her to fill in the details about that. I'm sure once the two of you are a bit closer, she'll tell you on her own. A bit closer, I have a feeling there's a critical misunderstanding going on here. Oh, is that so? I thought there was a little something going on between you two after seeing your name come up in one of her letters. Well, we did have that unfortunate accident back at the start of the year. But that's all it was. We eventually got it sorted out, and nothing's really happened since. An accident, eh? Did you accidentally collide with her on your way to school, causing her to drop the toe she held between her sweet lips? And as the dust cleared, the two of you found yourselves sprawled to the ground in an unlikely yet heart-racing position? That's a really oddly specific question. But I don't know what kind of heart-racing position you're... So, something really did happen, didn't it? Now just tell old Gwen here all about it. I want every last juicy detail. Grandfather, please!
Hey, isn't that... Ooh, it's those military academy students. I wonder what they're doing all the way out here. Oh well, looks like things are gonna be getting interesting. Okay, let's get this mission started. Sheesh, Gramps and the others can be so unreasonable sometimes.
That night, the people of the settlement held a banquet at the elder's house for us, Gwen, and Norton. I don't know what we'd do without you, Gwen. Here's to you, my friend. And to you. Come on, Lacan. This booze isn't gonna drink itself. Yes, yes. I can still hardly believe it. Fighting the famous Gwen Rainford out in the sticks like this. You know him, then? Of course, he seized on the opportunities of the Orbital Revolution to make Rainford the industrial powerhouse it is today. And it's only gotten bigger since his daughter took over. The Rainford Company was originally an arms manufacturer, making their name on firearms and such. They underwent a massive expansion of their lineup and started working on orbital weapons and railway projects. I suppose that's what it must have looked like to the nobility. But the company does business all across the continent, not just domestically. Gwyn has a refreshingly international outlook for an Erebonian businessman. I see. I knew he was a keen man, but I didn't realize he was that famous. The real mystery is why someone would walk away from that in the first place. Some people say he got ill and had no choice but to stand down, but look at him now, he's the picture of health. So maybe there's some truth to that old rumor after all. Oh? What do you mean? Just something I heard a long time ago. No real proof of it, and we at the Imperial Chronicle aren't in the business of printing baseless speculation. Elisa? I think my eyes are bigger than my stomach. I'm gonna go out and get a little fresh air, okay? Alright. Elisa. Reen, Elisa's going out to get some fresh air. Would you mind going and keeping her company? Not at all. But why me? You're the class president and all. You'd make for better company. No, trust me. I think you're definitely the best man for the job. Well, if you say so. Alright, I'll be back in a little while then.
I'm such an idiot. What am I even doing?
Wow, would you look at that view? Amazing, isn't it, Elisa? It's so pretty! Come on, you two. We need to get going. We're running behind schedule. Now, let them have their fun. It's not often you have a day off like this. Why not try and relax for once?
Oh.
Elisa?
Oh, Reen. What are you doing out here? Eat much?
My mouth says no, but my stomach's thinking yes. You doing okay? You seem a bit unsteady there.
Nothing like that. I'm just feeling a little out of it. I'm just going to stay out here for a while and get some fresh air. Then I'll be Sorry about that.
See? What did I tell you? We've been riding all day. I'm not surprised you're feeling tired. Riding a horse really takes it out of you.
I guess you're right. Why did that occur to me before?
Hey, Elisa. Look up at the sky.
Huh? Oh, wow.
You know, I didn't even notice it last night as we turned so early. Now we know. If we're out here to get some air, better to take in the starlight than look at the ground, right?
You're right. My father was a technician. 8 years ago, he passed away. My family was never really the same after that. Mother was director of the company back then. She focused all of her energy on making the Raythrough group even bigger. She used to treasure our family, but after that, it's like she could barely spare a thought for us.
Oh. She did seem like a businesswoman when we met her. Well, more than talented to run the Raythrough group.
What you saw in River Station was just a watered-down version of her normal intensity. We'd be able to have dinner together maybe once every 3 months, and that's being generous. But at least I wasn't alone. Grandfather and Sharon were always there for me.
How it was, huh? I guess you've known Sharon for a long time then.
Yeah, my mother hired her about 7 years ago. Being a Raythrough and all, I never had many people I could really call friends when I was young. The nobles looked down on me, of course, but the common people treated me like I was different from them, too. At least with my grandfather and Sharon around, I never felt totally alone. Grandfather introduced me to all kinds of different hobbies, like horseback riding and playing the violin. Sharon taught me self-defense and archery, and all the high society etiquette expected of a lady. Meanwhile, my mother kept expanding the company completely against the wishes of my grandfather, the chairman.
I see. So, hasn't Raythrough always been a big industrial company?
Kind of, yeah. Even back then, they took on projects in all fields, from steel mills to railway construction to guns and tanks. It's not surprising there are people out there who like to call the company a merchant of death. I completely agree with that side of the company, but I've never felt embarrassed or ashamed about it. But a few years ago, the Raythrough group finally went too far.
What do you mean?
Those 2 railway guns set up in Gorilla Fortress on the eastern edge of the Empire? You know about those, right?
Yeah, I've heard. They're supposed to have the longest range of any orbital cannon in the world.
I've only seen their spec sheets, but the destruction they're capable of is terrifying. Erebonia is still fighting with Calvert over Crossbell, and those guns are capable of targeting anything in Crossbell State. In just a couple hours, they could wipe Crossbell City and 500,000 citizens off the map.
No way. That's way beyond being a weapon of war. More like an instrument of massacre.
I couldn't agree more. And neither could my grandfather, who supervised their construction. Even though my mother was the one who signed off on the project, my grandfather regretted it like the decision was his. As I was hesitating over whether to hand them over to the Imperial Army, my mother betrayed him.
What?
She went behind his back and secured support of all of Reinford's shareholders. Everyone from Ruhr's ruling lord Marquis Ragnar to the top brass of the Imperial Army was on her side. In the face of such overwhelming pressure from all sides, my grandfather was forced to capitulate. He stepped down as chairman, and my mother wasted no time taking his place. That's when my grandfather decided to leave the company entirely. And me. I thought I'd at least have Sharon on my side, but she just did whatever my mother told her to do. It's been 5 years since then already.
Oh. I think I get it now. Why she gets under your skin, I mean. It's not so much what your mother did, but how it ended up tearing your family apart.
Yeah. I couldn't believe my mother would betray her own father. I couldn't believe grandfather would take it without fighting back. I couldn't believe Sharon, who'd always supported it all happened without a word protest. It really drove it home to me, how big the Reinford group was now, and how small I was. I hated realizing it had become so large that corporate interests were stronger than family ties. Looking back, I guess that's when I decided I'd leave home and enroll in the academy. Even when I ran, I didn't go far enough to escape my mother's shadow, or the Reinford name. Then I come here and find my grandfather happily enjoying a whole new life without a care in the world. When I stepped outside, I was feeling so lost, so frustrated. When would I do all this time? But it's kind of strange, you know? I look up at the stars, it feels like I can escape the gravity of everything. I think I'm really starting to understand why my grandfather chose to leave it all behind and move out here in the first place.
You really are strong, Elisa. Stronger than you realize. You were finally ready to talk about it. About your family and the company and everything. So, maybe you found what you were looking for to move past that, right?
Maybe. But I don't think I would have been able to if I hadn't enrolled at the academy. Meeting everyone in class 7, the lacrosse club, you. I'm a better person for it. Your support has already made a difference. So, thanks. Thanks for worrying about me. And thanks for reminding me to look up, not down.
Anytime. Though, truth be told, I came to check on you because Emma asked me to. Sorry to ruin the moment.
I thought that might be the case. Oh well, there's always next time. It's kind of strange to hear you tell me I'm strong, because I could say the same thing about you. You always seem to get thrust into the role of leader. Someone we can count on to keep us on track.
Yes, running errands on all my free days is really helping me buckle down. Still, I feel like I've got a long way to go. Especially when I keep room for myself.
Huh?
Remember back in Keldon, I said that I came to the academy to find my... But sometimes, I wonder if maybe I just get away. From family, from myself.
Oh. Do you not get along with your family?
Oh, I do. I'm their real son, but my parents always loved me like I was. My sister and I, we've had our differences, especially lately, but we still get along pretty well. No, the problem's just with me.
Reen. Still, I suppose the fact you were finally ready to talk about it means that maybe you found what you were looking for to move past that, right? Who'd have thought I'd have the chance to feed you your own good advice so soon? I can't believe you can just say things like that with a straight face. Maybe being on the receiving end every now and then will do you some good.
Hey, you got me. I admit, Vite. But yeah, I guess I'm starting to figure things out in my own way. Maybe enrolling in Thoris was the first thing I'd done right in a long time. I had up in Class 7. And now, all of us are out here like this, time together.
Yeah, I like that. I hope the things we learned during our field studies can help us all make a difference in the world. So... Wait, all of us?
You two were gone so long that we started to get a little worried.
No way! How long have you been listening?
Still, I suppose the fact that you were finally ready to talk about it means that maybe you found what you were looking for to move past that, right?
Stop! Green! He was the one who said it first. I was just repeating it back to him.
Oh, Lisa, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. Honestly, you touched my heart.
I apologize for eavesdropping on you, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad I did.
How did I end up in the middle of this way? Fine, if that's how you want to play it. None of you are getting any sleep until you've shared all your most embarrassing secrets.
What? I don't...
You wish.
Seems like you did well.
Honestly, I feel like she helped me more than I helped her. Hey, guys?
Hmm?
This is a really beautiful place.
Yeah. Ain't it?
Yay.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world. I've got a little reward here for you. Drinks are on me someday.
Okay, 0 to 55 hours. Shift's almost over. No sign of anything suspicious or anything at all, really. Why do we even do this every day? You do know what the point of having a sentry is, right? Oh hey, you're early. But come on now, you gotta get where I'm coming from at least a little. I could understand if we were posted near Crossville, but who's gonna start a war out here in the boondocks? You never know, right? Perhaps the fact that you never expected would make it a perfect place to start a war. Besides, Lieutenant General Vander says we need to stay on alert, and he knows the situation better than we do. The Lieutenant General's a great man, yeah. But what are those big shots from the 3rd Armored Division doing stationed in some backwater place like this anyway? You think that rumor's true, that he got posted here because he wouldn't help the Blood and Iron Chancellor? Watch what you say. That kind of idle gossiping is how rumors get wings. Fine, fine. Such a killjoy. Anyway, you got things covered here. I want to go get some sleep. Got a few minutes left for my shift, but you're here, and hey, who's counting? Honestly. Wait, what was that? What the? What happened? Did they just get shelled? Who had the order to attack? No one. I've heard nothing of the sort. Zendergate needs to know about the... What the... No way. An enemy attack. Where's it coming from? No. Oh, ideos. I'm gonna end it here. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry again for the internet dying like that. But I hope you're enjoying it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!